Good morning, I'm Dr. Cheryl Miller, and I'm the Vice President of Therapy Operations for Encompass Health. I've had the privilege of working for Encompass Health for nearly 40 years. I do lead nearly 10,000 therapists that are physical therapists, occupational therapists, and speech therapists nationwide. And I'm excited to show you today a little insight to what's happening in the therapy world in our hospitals. I do want to talk to you today about how we select technology innovations in our hospitals, the ones that we use in therapies. There's lots of new products on the market that are high tech, and we're really focusing on the technologies that are proven to impact functional outcomes, prevent hospital readmissions, and provide an excellent patient and caregiver experience at our hospital. That's our priority. Because everybody wants to sell us some kind of technology, right? So we're really challenged to select really good technologies that are innovative and science-based. So we look at a lot of evidence. We're often required to make these choices based on regulatory changes, advances in science, because that's being published every day, newly developed technologies, or advancements in clinical practice. In this slide, you see the model that we use to strategically approach the selection of innovative technologies. We have three main elements we look at. It's a pretty simple model, but we do it very scientifically. First of all, we look at the data. You've heard a lot about the data that we have available to us to help us with these decisions. Secondly, we use our subject matter experts, which is really our best resource, right? Our clinicians, our physicians that help us make these really that select technologies that will be beneficial to our patients. And finally, we use the science and the evidence. There's lots of research that's published. We are an evidence-informed organization, so what we do in therapies, I can speak to that, is very science-driven. We look at the published research. So evidence suggests, and I'll give you a little view into the clinical world. Evidence suggests that after the neurological networks of the brain, after you have a stroke or an injury to the brain, have the ability to reorganize after that injury. Science has proven this. So a lot of the innovations we use, we kind of focus on the ability to change the brain. You're going to hear me say that probably over and over. Some study, and what is required is numerous repetitions to change that brain, to change the pathways of the brain around what's been damaged. And it's kind of a crude description of it. And some studies have shown, many studies have shown that you require over 30,000 repetitions to change the brain. That's a lot of repetitions that we as therapists are required to reproduce in an expected manner to change the brain. So many of the technologies I'm going to show you, and you're going to see some cool videos and some photographs, but we really have looked at the science. Does it allow us to provide that number of repetitions to change the brain with the required intensity? So there's a certain dosage that's required that we're looking at. All these technologies are provided by a skilled, licensed clinician, right? By a physical, occupational, or speech therapist. We don't just plug them in and play. So our patient's number one goal is to often walk again. We will ask them, what's your goal? Walk again. They also want to go to the bathroom again, but walking is usually top of the list. So body weight supported gait training is a long studied and proven method that we use in therapy to help patients walk again. This overhead harness system offloads some of that weight, which makes it easier to walk. I mean, if you're walking in the pool and gravity lifts you up, it's easier to walk. So this kind of does that. It's a body weight supported system that can be maneuvered. That one can be maneuvered over different terrains. It's mobile, but it's a static support. So it just kind of, you set the amount of weight that's offloaded. It's static. You don't change it, but you can take them outside. You can take them over different terrains, so it's mobile, which we really like. I'll end with this technology. It's upper body robotic technology, so it kind of helps the patient through what we call active assistive range of motion. The patient can do some movement after a stroke, but the robot kind of helps them complete the movement. You'll see he's kind of swimming with the fish there. He's moving his arm up and down. Again, providing certain number of repetitions to change the brain after that neurological injury. So in summary, Encompass Health has a responsibility to really thoroughly investigate new technologies that are on the market. We have a responsibility to our patients and our stakeholders to do that. But we want technologies that are proven to be advantageous to our patients And what I really want to leave you is that we have a well-defined process to ensure the adoption of technologies with proven efficacy. This process, I hope, gives you guys confidence that we approach these changes in a strategic way at Encompass Health.